I worked for it and I pushed and I did things that other people won't. And that means going out, spending the time and working with your family on it. Because a lot of people said, how did you do that with your wife? What's up, real estate agents? Hey guys, I have so many people want me to go into detail of what it takes to be successful as a real estate agent in today's market. Agents are falling like flies, you guys. I love it. I love it. Here's why. It gives us that are good agents the ability to get out and crush the others. Now, the biggest thing that I would tell you on how I sold 89 homes my first year is grit and grind, people. You know, the top 1% don't get there by sitting back waiting for work to fall in their lap. They get out there and hustle, and guess what? They fail, and they fail again, but they don't give up, and they succeed, and then they fail, and then they succeed, and they fail again, and they find other ways to make things happen until they are crazy successful. Guys, as I went out my first year, I put 10 homes under contract my first month. Guys, I was drinking from a fire hose. It was insane. I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know how to do paperwork. I didn't know what a PR was. I didn't know what title reports were. I didn't even know you needed to get them. So I had title companies calling me going, Duane, where's this? I was like, I don't know. Did I need that? I have the broker reaching out to me going, Duane, you filled out the rep sheet wrong. We need to do this addendum. We need to fix this. We need to fix this. And that was on every file, guys. But guess what? I still had 10 under contract. I had 10 deals that were going to pay me a check within 30 days. Guys, that's what it's all about. Don't get analysis paralysis. Too many people sit back and go, I need to know every detail before I go out and perform. What you need to know is you've got to perform. You got to get out there and make it happen. You got to get in front of people. You got to talk to people. You got to learn what to say by getting in front of people. Don't wait until you have your script mastered. Don't wait until you're like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling more comfortable with real estate. Guys, get out there and get comfortable as you're doing it. It's going to take time. I took month 2 off, worked my other job, figured out real estate as I was going, dealt with all the problems, worked through inspections, worked through appraisals. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff, but that's what I did in month 2. Month 3, grind again. Let's go. I don't have any more under contract. I need a paycheck. So I went out and put 14 more under contract. Guys, it's doable. You can make this happen. You can find this success. But it didn't happen by me sitting in my car. It didn't happen by me picking up a phone and sitting and waiting for calls to come in. It happened from me getting up, getting to the office early, grinding over social media, phones, whatever it took. But by noon, I was out and I was on doors. At noon? Yeah, people, at noon. How long did I go? Till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So guys, it doesn't just fall in your lap. Those of you that think, hey, I can just go be successful and I don't have to put in the work, you're not going to get the success you need. The success I needed to hit was I needed to make over $500,000 my first year as a real estate agent. And so for me to hit that, I needed to grind because I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know how hard that was going to be. Now I way surpassed that as I sold those 89 homes that first year. But the bottom line is I worked for it and I pushed and I did things that other people won't. And that means going out, spending the time and working with your family on it. Because a lot of people said, how did you do that with your wife? Well, I sat down with my wife, I sat down with my kids, and I said, hey, look, guys, we're starting a new journey. Let's set some goals together. And with those goals, let's get on the same page. Now, I'm going to be gone a lot. Saturdays and Sundays are all yours. I didn't work Saturdays or Sundays, guys, my first year, and I still don't. But I'm going to be busy and you're not going to see me very much. But if you can hang with me, I will have enough money for us to be going on this trip and do this activity and be able to provide a lifestyle to where I can always be at every one of your sporting events, every one of your dance recitals for my girls. And I will be at everything. I will be super dad as long as I can go build this up. And my wife, same thing. I always take time to take her on a trip every year to give back to her and give her that needed time just one-on-one. So we do trips every year. And it is so impactful. Because guess what? It only took a couple years, 2 as a matter of fact, of me grinding that hard. And I was able to stop prospecting completely and sell over $30 million a year in real estate. Is it worth it, folks? Yes. I'm telling you right now, yes, it's worth it. So if you're on the fence of what do I do? How do I get to that next step? How do I make the money I want to make? I'm going to give you a couple tips. Number 1, you've got to know what to say and how to say it and when to say it. You've got to learn the art of question-based selling. Now we're teaching courses all over the US in live, in-person courses. Get to one of those. Get in our coaching program. We can teach you these things. This last week in our coaching program, I had Everybody in the top 3 had put multiple people under contract. That's in a week, guys. Every week, I have people putting multiple people under contract every week. That's where you build a massive business. I have at least 6 people in our coaching program right now that have double-digit listings right now. Guys, that is where we start winning. Learn how to do it, number 1. Second, you've got to apply it. And this is the hardest part. You've got to apply it. And yes, balloons will go off. People will be excited. You've got to get out and you've got to do the work. Quit doing paperwork. Quit showing homes. Get a virtual assistant. I have a great hookup for virtual assistants in which you can get them for $8 an hour through me. Now, guys, that will help you immensely to free up your time. Your job as a real estate agent and as a salesperson is to sell real estate, which means you got to get in front of people. You got to talk to people. You got to give your pitch. You've got to use questions and guide people through a process, and you've got to do it repeatedly. Now, people, you often hear, you just got to prospect. It's not just to get deals. It's also to fine tune your pitch. In our program, 250 contacts is the bare minimum I want to see agents at. That's 50 a day, 5 days a week. And if you do that, there's no way in heck you're not going to get business. None. That being said, you also have to look at this and go, how good is my pitch getting over 250 contacts? How good am I getting in the process and my refinement of asking questions in a sequential order to guide people through a process? So guys, if you have not done all of these things, you got to do it. You got to hold yourself accountable. Alvin out in California, shout out to you, Alvin. He put a penalty on himself to where he had to get out and do deals every week and prospect, or he had to eat chicken and broccoli. That chicken and broccoli is good, but it's not good every meal for a week, and that's what his penalty was. Love it. Love the kid. He put over 2 million under contract in the last week. Guys, this is money. You've got to hold yourself accountable, and if you can't, get on a coaching, get on a team, have someone hold you accountable, but you got to have the know-how, you have to have the grind, you have to have the grit to get out and do it. You got to learn and grow, and then you got to be consistent. And when I say consistent, that means every day. Every day, you've got to be out there. If you can do these things, that's where you're going to learn to sell a lot of real estate. But it's consistency that's key. So guys, if you want to learn how I sold 89 homes my first year, 10 my first month, it wasn't a magic formula. It's just learning how to do it and work your freaking guts out. Anybody can do it. There's no rocket science to this. I will teach you everything you need to know. And I'm seeing that from a lot of you YouTubers that are sending, or social media people that are sending me messages going, Duane, dude, I just got my first deal door to door using some of your scripts and some of the things you're teaching on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about, folks. People that just get out and get it done. So I'm excited. No excuses. Do not make excuses for yourself. There is no excuse for you not being successful. It's all on you, baby. You have got to work hard. So get out there and hit those numbers. Call me, text me, let me know how I can help you to be successful. And let's go grow this business together. Thanks, guys.